In this video, we're going to talk you through launching a cloud sim and the basics of managing that environment. So from the OLO dashboard, we choose Launch Cloud Sim, and there's a number of choices. We'll pick the office environment and launch that. That will then create an Amazon instance for managing that simulated world. So on the left-hand side, once that's loaded, you can select a robot. You have a number of choices here, and there are some filters and a search box along the top. Now, this list is growing all the time. We'll choose Leo rover, and then you can select the modifiers that you'd like to add to that. So GPS, LiDAR, cameras, etc. So once the robot is spawned within the sim, you have full control over that environment where you can pan, tilt, and zoom using your mouse or trackpad. So let's move the rover into a position here. And you can see those tools at the top allow you to move the robot around. You can also rotate it as well. This is without using any of the other OLO tools. You can scale it. You can also add some very basic shapes, should you wish. And you can make sure that the camera tracks the robot as it moves around if you are teleoperating it via our visualizer. So let's jump to the left-hand panel here. And these options here, you can actually spawn extra robots. You can swap your world. Within that scene tab, you can select objects within the simulation. And if you were to click on it, then it would actually refocus or recenter the simulation on that object. On the fuel tab, this is Gazebo Fuel. So you can actually search the models that are available within Gazebo Fuel. So that will go off to the web and find those objects. So we've searched here for an office chair, and it's brought up a number of options here for sort of office buildings, office objects, chairs, desks, etc. Another way of doing that is if we zoom back out and then look over to the right-hand side to the AI panel, we can actually describe what we want to add to the environment. So in this case, I want to add an office chair near the robot. So we submit that prompt, and as you can see in the AI palette on the right hand side, the AI has gone away. It's thinking about that. It's searching for available models, and then it has dropped that in place next to the robot as we requested. That object can then be moved around exactly like the robot using the tools in the palette along the top. We can also suggest maybe adding some spheres to the scene around the robot. And this will give us a good idea of how we can actually modify these objects in another way. So we've asked the AI to add some colored spheres around the robot. And again, that will go away. That will think about that process and then start inserting them into the scene around the robot. So we've got green, red, blue, and yellow spheres there. And if we were to select one of those spheres, you can see on the palette on the right-hand side that we can modify it. So it's given it a mass of about 3 kilos. So you can increase that to 100 if you wish, or even down to 0.5, so that when you start to teleoperate the robot around that space and it interacts with that object, it could knock it out of the way or actually butt up against it. So that will give you an idea of how the robot might react when coming up against objects in real life. So that concludes our brief rundown of the simulation environment in the OLO platform.